Isaiah 5 and 5. And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down. And with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kavadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Israel that rule well, and shalom to the Akim, Akwathiam, and the speckled bird listening and learning. Shalom. And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. The Lord is talking about the children of Israel, okay? If you go back in, I should read down from 1, okay? Because it talks about a vineyard, okay? Which the vineyard represents the children of Israel, okay? All right? The northern and southern kingdom. And it's talking about those two particular groups, all right? So, matter of fact, let me I'm gonna go up to 5, and I'm gonna start at 1. Okay, Isaiah 5 and 1. Now will I sing to my well beloved a song of my beloved, touching his vineyard. My well beloved hath a vineyard and a very fruitful hill. Okay, children of Israel, and he fenced it and gathered out the stones thereof and planted it with choice vine, and built a tower in the midst of it, and also had a winepress therein, and he looked that it should bring forth grapes. Okay, when you go on the second Esdras, it talks about the grape that was kept out of the, there was a grapes kept, okay, and it was made perfect. All right. He also made a winepress therein, and he looked that it should bring forth grapes, and it brought forth wild grapes. Okay. So there was a vineyard talking about the children of Israel. All right, and then you had 2/3 of Israel, the wild grapes, and then the one grape that was kept. O now, O inhabitants of Jerusalem and men of Judah, like I said, judge, I pray you, betwixt me and my vineyard. What could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Okay? So right now, what are we doing? We're telling the children of Israel that they need to get right, okay? Because all hell is going to go break loose here soon. All right? So these wild grapes, what is going to happen to them? They're going to be put into the wine. They're going to be put into a press. Okay, they're getting ready to be stomped out, man. All right. What more could have been done to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes. And now go to, I will tell you what I will do to my vineyard. I will take away the hedge thereof. Okay, so when you start talking about that hedge, okay, when you go into and I'm going to read it. It goes into the stay and the staff. Okay, the stay and the staff is going to be taken away from Israel. The stay, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. All right. So the when you start talking about no food stamp November, okay, Trump is not fucking around. There's going to be a lot of people that ain't going to be eating turkey on fucking Thanksgiving this year. Okay. These people are getting ready to get put into an extremely difficult position. And Esau, the so-called white man, knows about these things. Okay? Because he gave up his birthright because of hunger. All right? So he understands that hunger is a great motivator. And that's what he's getting ready to do to a lot of these people. He's getting ready to put them in a difficult position, and they'll give up their birthright, which is the kingdom, a rulership over the earth, to have some food in their fucking stomach. Okay? All right? I will take away the hedge, and that hedge of protection, that hedge that he's had over the children of Israel after the chattel slavery that we were in, that hardcore bondage that the children of Israel were in before. He put a hedge over them so that they didn't have to get hung. And I mean, even, we still go to jail. The so-called white man still shoots us down in the streets. Okay? All right? He finds a reason to kill Jake. And what's that? There's a scripture that talks about He kills us all day long, and then he finds himself not guilty. Okay, they are not in trouble like other men. All right, because they find a way to kill a so-called black Latino. Hey, what's up, brother? How you doing? They find a way to kill so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and then they find themselves not guilty. Okay, all right. So I will take away the hedge thereof, and it shall be eaten up, and break down the wall thereof, and it shall be trodden down. That's what's getting ready to happen to the children of Israel. All right. The Lord put brothers out on the highways and hedges. Okay, so that you can learn that you're an Israelite. So the blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians can find out that they are the Israelites, right? I got the sign right here. We have the sign out every time people walk by. If they look at the sign and they don't inquire, they don't. That's not our problem. But we have the sign so that they can ask, because the scriptures tell you to put one stick, Ephraim and his fellows, or Joseph and his fellows, and Judah and his fellows. Okay, that's the northern and southern kingdom. All right, we have these signs out for a reason. I have a sign out right here that shows all of the captivities that we were in. All right, you see, we're in our final captivity right now, the second leg of the Roman Empire. I got the sign right here, and it tells you. You see, the second leg of the Roman Empire is what we're in right now. Okay, the children of Israel have been in 7 major captivities. You see, what's up, young man? How you doing? All right. All right. So we've been in 7 major captivities, this being the 7th and final, okay, under the nation of Edom, all right, the so-called white man. And what's getting ready to happen is he's getting ready to take away, the Most High is putting it on the spirit to take away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water, okay? He's getting ready to take away the food, man, all right? All right, so let me go back to this. Verse 6, and I will lay it waste, it shall be pruned nor digged, but there shall come up briars and thorns. I will also command the clouds that they rain no rain upon it. Okay, for the vineyard of Yahweh of hosts is the house of Israel, and the men of Judah, his pleasant plant. He looked for judgment, but behold oppression for righteousness. But behold, a cry. Woe unto them that join house to house, that lay field to field, till there be no place that they may be placed alone in the midst of the earth. All right, let me go to my next scripture. Close that up. Man, it's a little colder than I thought it was going to be out here. Isaiah 3, and I'm going to start up at 1. For behold, the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. What did I just get done saying? The Most High is putting it on the spirit of these Edomites, or the so-called white man, Trump, okay, the MAGA, all those people that they hate the hell out of the children of Israel, okay? And they understand and they see, because I can go back right before the presidential election. I was standing out here, and Trump was in the hotel over here, and his whole thing, mad state police on motorcycles, okay, a caravan of goddamn cars, SUVs coming by here flying, okay, right here, all right. And I stood here bold as a lion, teaching that he's a fucking devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay? So that's what's getting ready to happen when we talk about the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. Okay, this is the Most High taking away these things from the children of Israel. because he's going to weed out the wicked. Okay, only the righteous are going to stand and not accept what these people have to offer, man. Okay, that's the only way that the children of Israel are going to be saved is by what? Is by refusing what they have to offer, man. Even if it cost us our life. You see, that's why we make our bodies a living sacrifice. We know that at any time that somebody can come and put us to death, but we're not gonna fucking budge, man. Okay, we're going to continue to tell the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, that you're the children of Israel. Okay, we're going to tell you that you need to come into the covenant. Okay, that agreement with the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in order for you to get through these things that are coming. All right, that whole stale of bread and a whole stale of water being taken away, you're going to have to have been in that agreement. Come to the agreement of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to come into that new covenant, and that's the only way your ass is going to make it out of the things that are coming. Okay, the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient. Okay, the captain of 50 and the honorable men and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. Okay. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. All right? Babes, these men that came in at the 11th hour. Okay? These men that came in at the 11th hour that are teaching you the true wisdom of the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? And that is the new covenant. Okay? And people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. That's taking place right now. Okay, you have these men. Okay, these brothers that are out here teaching you the new covenant are the ancient. Okay, and you have these other brothers that have come in at the first, third, sixth, ninth hour that think that they are the ancient. Okay, but it tells you that the apostles would come last. That would be the 11th hour. Okay, so now you have these men ruling over, trying to rule over the ancient. Okay, all right. When a man let me go back up to 5. Okay, and the people shall be oppressed, every one by another, and every one by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. And what is a base man? A base man is the nation of Edom, right? Those are the base men. The Lord tells you that he's going to put the basest of men over the rulership of the earth. And that's what he has done. He's put the so-called white man, the basest of men. Okay? That's why the earth is being ruined and destroyed, constantly. They spray chemtrails every fucking day. They put chemicals in the water. They create synthetic organisms, man. They create synthetic food to be consumed by human beings. Not even dogs will eat McDonald's French fries. The ants won't eat it. Okay? But they put this shit out here for us to eat. You see? All right? And that's what's going on right now, man. These people are the fucking devil that the Bible speaks of. All right? This base man. When a man shall take hold of his brother, of his house, of his father. Salakia. When a man shall take hold of his brother, of the house of his father, saying, thou hast clothing, be thou our ruler, and let his ruin be under thy hand. And that day shall he swear, saying, I will not be an healer, for in my house is neither bread nor clothing. Make me not a ruler of the people. For Jerusalem is ruined and Judah is fallen, because their tongue and their doings are against Yahweh, to provoke his eyes to glory. See, this is why the Most High is getting ready to put these people in a difficult position, man. Okay. Because the children of Israel, 2/3 of Israel, what are they doing right now? Even people that are calling themselves Jew, okay, are Israelites. What are they doing right now? Okay, they're they're blaspheming the name of the Most High. You see, they're destroyed. The children of Israel are destroyed, man. They have been destroyed by who? Their oppressor. Okay, who has oppressed? Who has oppressed the children of Israel and the whole damn world? Okay, the nation of Edom, the Edomites that the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man, the basis of men. They're they're children in rulership on this earth, man, and that's why the earth is being destroyed the way it is. Okay, all right. Cry aloud and spare not. We don't give a fuck about your feelings. Okay, well, I know I don't. Okay, nope. All right. Say ye to the righteous that that it shall be well with them, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. You're gonna everything that the children of Israel are doing. Okay, the 2/3. They want to be thugs. They want to be hoes and bitches. Okay, they want to run around here and do all the worst things that you could possibly do as a human being, man. They're murdering each other. Okay, all right. They're degrading their own nation with their tongues, man. You see? And then what do you think? What do you expect to happen to you when you're running around here destroying your own fucking people? What do you think the Most High is going to do to you? I read it earlier. They shall be trodden down. Okay, they're going to be trodden down like the mire in the street, man. Like some doodle out here. Okay, that's why ICE and all these other groups are. What are they getting ready to do to you people, man? Because the Lord is allowing it to happen because of what you have done, man. Okay? So you're going to pay for this. You're going to pay, okay? And I'm going to read it again. Say ye to the righteous that it should be well with him. Who are the righteous? Those that are in the new covenant. It's going to be well with you, okay? But what's going to happen to the rest of these people, man? All right? For they shall eat the fruit of their doings. Those grapes, okay, that are going to be put into the wine press, okay. You see, that's what's getting ready to happen. You're getting ready to be put into a wine press, and you're going to get stomped out. All right. If you ain't in the new covenant, it's not going to be well with you. Your ass is going to die here. Okay. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of the past. What did I just get done saying? You got all these YNs out here, these youngins, okay, that are doing whatever the fuck they want to do. You see? I've seen a video of the young boy, this young man, Israel, I believe he was tribe of Judah. This young man was slapping his mom around, telling her what the fuck to do. And you know what? Somebody should kill that young man, man. I'm sorry, but somebody should blow his goddamn brains out because that's what he deserves, man. Okay? If one of my brothers would have ever did that to my mom, me and my brother, my older brother, we would have killed his motherfucking ass. Okay? Believe that. All right? So as for my people, children are their oppressors. What did I say about the so-called white man? He's a child, man. He's a child in rulership. Okay? And that's why the earth is ruined. Okay? So this is a what do we say? This is twofold, okay? All right. When we talk about twofold, this is talking about the so-called white man, and it's talking about the children of Israel. Okay. So when you're talking about a child is going to be your a ruler over you, that's what I'm talking about right now. Esau is a child ruling over the children of Israel. All right. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Because and I talk to my wife about this all the time. You got these women that want to be independent. They don't need a man in the house. Even if they have one, they probably not the dad of the children. Okay, and these women, they have these Section 8s that they're getting ready to they're getting ready to kick a lot of these people out of the Section 8. I'm gonna just put it like that. So all these grown ass men live up in these houses with these Section 8 women. All right, and these women kick them out every other fucking month for for their own reasons. Okay. All right. Well, let me continue reading, man, because that shit right there gets on my nerves. When you start talking about these men, they call themselves men, but they living in a house, a Section 8 housing with a woman, and they ain't doing shit. They ain't growing. Okay. I'm gonna just put it like that. All right. Um, Let me go start back up at the top of 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. Yahweh standeth up to plead and standeth to judge the people. That's what the Most High is getting ready to do. He's getting ready to bring a great judgment upon the children of Israel. Okay? Yahweh will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your house. And this is why when we start talking about the new covenant, and you have a lot of brothers that have rejected and denied it, but they're still teaching you the curriculum. They're not teaching you how to get out of the situation that's coming. Salakia, my damn my mouth got dry as a motherfucker real quick. So all of these men that are calling themselves a Jew, or that call themselves Israelites, okay, that are teaching, they're collecting money, they're taking in a lot of people. A lot of people are listening to them, okay. These men are not teaching you about the salvation that you're going to need, okay. All right, that salvation that you're going to need is that's an important part of this teaching. That's an important part of this understanding, man. Okay? So Yahweh will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people. Okay? Those that are teaching you the curriculum, those that understand the scriptures. My servant that knew my will but did not do it. Okay? That man is going to be beaten with many stripes. Okay? That's what this is talking about. And the princes thereof, for ye have eaten up the vineyard. Okay? The vineyard being the children of Israel. All right? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the children of Israel. You see? And she's sister walking with the white girls. Okay? I'll tell you a little story about a black woman that was hanging out with some white women. Okay? And the next morning she was found beaten and raped and dead as a motherfucker. You know? Yeah, but it's funny. You want to motherfucker make fun of me being out here, but it's the joke's on you, you stupid motherfucker. All right, Yahweh will enter into judgment with the ancients of his people, those that are teaching, that understand the curriculum. Okay, and the princes thereof, for ye have eaten of the vineyard, the spoil of the poor is in your house. Okay, so you brothers that are telling people that you're not in the new covenant, you people are eating. You are eating up your people, man. Okay. Yeah, let me go back up here. The spoil of the poor is in your house. Okay, you're getting all of this money sent to you, and you're not offering these people a salvation, man. Okay, the poor, the children of Israel. You see, your brothers are in trouble, man. All right. Going on, man. All right. Yeah, that's the 12 tribes of Israel.
Where do you get that information from?
In the Bible.
Where at?
In the Bible.
What?
The whole Bible.
That's hard.
It's hard to believe that the blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the children of Israel. Why? Why is that hard to believe?
The Jews were Caucasian.
The Jews were Caucasian?
Yeah, there's 3 different races.
No, that's not true. Who went in this? When you go to the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verse 15 to 68. When you read 68, it says that you shall go into slavery again in ships. Who went into slavery on ships?
Israel.
The children of Israel went into slavery on slave ships, right? Yeah. So who went into slavery on slave ships? The blacks, no, not Africans. They're Hamites. That curse wasn't put on Ham. That curse was put on the children of Israel. You see? Yeah, because Deuteronomy the 28th chapter, verse 68, it says here. Matter of fact, let me read it for you. I'm gonna read it for you right now. Let me read that for you. Deuteronomy 28, and I'm gonna go to 68. Okay? This is Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt. Egypt is synonymous with bondage. That means slavery, right? Okay? Again, yeah. Okay, it says, the Lord shall bring thee, or Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. That's why we're not going to see our land anymore again. Okay? And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies. Who was sold as slaves? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Okay, when Cristobal Colon, they call him Christopher Columbus, came over here, and he started killing all the natives that were already here. If you go into the book of, I got a 1611 King James Bible in my bag. It doesn't have any J's in it. Okay, it has the name of the Most High in the Assyrian text. This would be the Lashawan Kadash, which would be the ancient Hebrew. Okay, that's the name of the Most High. It's not Jesus and God. Okay, and these people right here have been lied to. You've been lied to. You've inherited. The Bible says that you have inherited lies. Okay, so you inherited lies from your own people. You're saying that the Israelites are the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. When was Israel white? They never were. Even though we were scattered amongst the nations, we were scattered amongst all the nations. We have the speckled bird, we call them. Okay? That when we went into these other captivities, we started to take on the nationalities of the other nations. Okay? That's why when we start talking about Gentiles, okay? I was a Gentile because I didn't know that I was an Israelite. You see? I had to be taught that I was an Israelite. That's what Peter and Paul, when they went to, when they were commissioned, they went to the Jews and to the Gentiles to teach the Gentiles that were living like the other nations that they were the children of Israel. And that's what I'm doing right now. Well, you have a natural Gentile. The natural Gentile will be the other nations. Then you have the unnatural Gentile, which would be the children of Israel that act like the other nations. Because we still have blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians that put up Christmas trees, celebrate holidays like Thanksgiving, Easter. Yeah. Those are Gentile things, man. We're not supposed to be doing that. You see? So that's why we're out here to teach the children of Israel, blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, to come back to their God, to come back to their nationality. Okay, because that's where we're supposed to be at. We're not supposed to be doing these things that the other nations do.
Oh, well,
You see?
they celebrate that. They don't celebrate.
Oh, we celebrate the Hanukkah. We celebrate the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
That's a Jewish holiday.
That's not Jewish. That's Israelite holidays. They're what are they? What is the word ish? What is ish? When you say Jewish, if I say that boy over there is acting girlish, is he a girl?
No, no.
There you go. You're not. If I say you're acting girlish, are you a girl? Then what is Jewish? It's a suffix, right?
Yeah.
It means pertaining to.
Yeah.
So when you start talking about pertaining to, that doesn't mean that you are. Okay? Those people are not the Israelites that the Bible speaks about because none of the curses are fitting. It fits them. From Deuteronomy 15, 28 and 15 to 68. When you read 15 to 68, it goes into all of the curses. Okay? It goes into everything that's happening to these black Latinos and Native American Indians right now. Okay? And according to the Bible, the nation of Edom, okay, have you heard of Edomites?
Yeah,
You,
for Edom, I don't know where it is.
yeah, it's in the Bible. It's in the Bible, and the nation of Edom is in control of the earth right now. Okay? And that would be you. You would be an Edomite. Okay? And guess and you know you're our evil twin brother. You know that?
I'm the evil twin brother.
Yeah, you're Esau's you're the seed of Esau. Yeah, you're Esau seed, man. You know? You heard of Esau, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Esau was Jacob's brother.
Yeah.
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 And Isaac's brother.
No, Isaac was their father. Yeah, Isaac was the father of Jacob and Esau. Okay? So Esau had offspring, right? So when you start talking about a seed line, okay, that seed line that Esau had goes into Amalek. You know who Amalek is? The Amalekites. Okay, that the Philip of Macedonia. Okay, Alexander the Great. That I have a 1611 King James Bible in my bag. It has their names in it. It tells you that seed line goes back to the garden. You know that wicked spirit that was in the garden. That was a seed line. Genesis the third chapter, 3 and 14, 3, 14 and 15. It tells you that seed line was going to have enmity with the woman's seed line, which would be the children of Israel. So your people would have hatred towards our people throughout the generations. Okay.
I don't have any hatred.
Well, I mean, you probably don't, but at the end of the day, that's what's taking place, and you can see it right now with everything that Trump is doing.
Oh.
He's trying to remove the Israelites. He's trying to make it look like he's going after immigrants, but now he's starting to add all of these people.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, he wants to destroy all of these people. Psalms the 83rd chapter tells you that.
He wants to get rid of where he's drawing the line now is first generation born over here.
Yeah, well.
Oh, well, he shouldn't be over here.
Well, he's got to go back. He's got to go back over to Europe.
Yeah, but he wants to do what he wants to do, and lay down the law for everybody else.
Yeah, well. Yeah, he's getting ready to fuck around and find out. Okay, that's all I can say. But I have to get back to my lesson if you don't mind. I'm not even talking about that on camera, bro. That's not something I want to get into. Take it easy. All right. All right, let me get back to my lesson. Salakia, y'all. Sometimes we have to uh, you know, entertain people. This guy, he walks by my camp just about every Sunday or Saturday. Salakia. All right, Ecclesiastes 9 and 15. I'm going to read 15 and 16. All right, where there was found in it a poor wise man, and he by his wisdom delivered the city yet no man remembered that same poor man. Okay? So who is a poor wise man? Okay? When you start talking about a poor wise man, you start talking about the men that are out here on the highways and hedges teaching. Okay, we got jobs and so on, places and shit like that. But when you start talking about that poor wise man, you start talking about the children, the men of the Lord. Okay, you start talking about these men that are out here on the highways, you know, that are teaching the Bible, and people will ride by and walk by and look at us and laugh and talk shit and do whatever, whatever. It doesn't. We don't give a damn about all that. But at the end of the day, what we're trying to do is we're trying to edify, okay, by the signs and things of that nature. We're trying to edify the children of Israel and tell them, okay, we're trying to educate our people and educate others. Just like this, the older man that just came by, older Edomite that just came by. He said that the Jews were white. He said Israelites were white. Okay, and then I had to go into the slavery on slave ships. All right, and he kind of got taken back a little bit when I started mentioning who went into slavery on slave ships. It wasn't the people that are over in the land. It's not the people that are over in the land. They're not in the hands of their enemies. Okay, the children of Israel were going to be taken, okay, into slavery and sold to their enemies, and we're going to continue to be in the hands of their enemies until the Lord came and removed them. Okay, and these people were never in the hands of anybody except for their own. Okay, when you start talking about Hitler and taking in the Jews, what the fuck's wrong with you, man? Yeah. It's like you start talking about the Jews are Jewish, like I told him, ish is a suffix which means pertaining to. Okay? All right? Those people were never in slavery. They never went into slavery on slave ships. Okay? All right? So that's why brothers come out here, the poor wise man. Okay? We're trying to deliver the children of Israel, the elect of Israel. You see? So when we come out here, that's our position. To deliver our people, man, to deliver that city. Let me read it again. Now there was found in it a poor wise man, and by his wisdom delivered the city. Okay, yet no man remembered the same poor man. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Okay, so the poor wise man, the man that's out here teaching the Bible, okay, with the signs, looking all crazy, telling the children of Israel that they are getting ready to be delivered if they come into the covenant. Okay? But our words, like I said, are despised, man. You'll have blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians, speckled birds, all walk by, okay, and they'll hear the words. They'll hear the words that I'm speaking. They'll see the signs. I can tell them about the signs. Okay, the book of Ezekiel. All right, put two sticks together, Judah and his fellows, and Ephraim and his, or Joseph and his. Okay, and make one stick, man. And if they come and inquire and ask, what does this mean? Then we have to tell them. This means that the Most High is ready to bring the children of Israel, the northern and southern kingdom, back together again. Okay? So I'm going to read that again. All right? Ecclesiastes 9 and 15. Okay? Now there was in it a poor wise man, and by his wisdom delivered the city, yet no man remembered that same poor man. Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. So the poor man's wisdom is despised. Okay? We could come out here and tell so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians they're the children of Israel all day. We can bust them in their head with rocks, sticks, and everything else and try to beat it into them. And what are they going to do? They're going to despise it. Okay? because they think they're better than. All right, that nigga's crazy. They gonna kill him. Okay, that's my boy Danny. Hey, Danny. Yeah. See, they'll come. They'll say, "Oh man, you're teaching hate." You see, we're teaching hate. We're teaching hate. How are we teaching hate? There go this fucking faggot. That's the fucking Arab gonna chase me and the brother away from up there cause these customers sitting outside. Man, fuck these people, man. All right. And I had to tell him about it. So when the police came, I was telling him, man, you a fucking liar. You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm fucking scared of him or the goddamn police, man. Fuck that. Okay? But that's the poor man's wisdom is despised by the children of Israel. Okay? It's like the couple that just came walking by. Didn't look at the sign, didn't want to, they put their head up like this and kept on walking. Like I'm embarrassing them or something. You know what I mean? I'm embarrassing them. Boy, I tell you. Yep. All right. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. All right. See now, see now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power, Yahweh our power, with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal, and there is, and neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Because what did I just get done talking about as far as the judgments that are coming? Okay, the Lord said, I'm going to take away the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. I'm going to remove the hedge. Okay, I'm going to remove this hedge from about the children of Israel. Okay, but before I do that, I'm going to give you these poor wise men. Okay, and when you despise the wisdom of these poor wise men, okay, you despise that wisdom. When we come out here and tell you that to the children of Israel, all right, when we come out and say, hey, you blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians are the children of Israel, okay? The Lord is getting ready to take away your food stamps. He's getting ready to have you homeless. He's getting ready to, and it's illegal in some states now to be homeless. He's gonna make it extremely difficult for you. That's what he's talking about. I did these things. The Lord, there ain't no other God with me. I'm gonna do this to you, okay? But before I do it, I'm gonna put these poor wise men out here, okay? These poor wise men are gonna tell you things that you need to know in order for you to make it, in order for you to get salvation. In order for you to get salvation, I'm gonna put these men out here on the highways. They're gonna be out here. They're gonna tell you that you are the children of Israel. What's up, man? All right. They're gonna tell you. No. It's shalom or shalom. All right. That's all right, brother. Hello. So these poor wise men are gonna be out here on the highways. Okay. All right. And they're gonna tell you that the Most High has sent His Son. But first they're going to teach you your nationality. Hey, you're an Israelite. Okay, what tribe are you from? That's the stick. That's why I have this out here. Okay, the first thing that blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians need to learn is that they are the children of Israel. Then they need to learn their laws, statutes, and commandments. You know, and more of the dietary laws, because there's a lot of things that our people eat that they're not supposed to be eating. Okay? Then you need to go into your history. Okay? That's what we need to teach our people. Then their prophecies that are going to take place. Okay? And what prophecies? Okay, that one of the prophecies I just spoke about with the older man that came by was us going into slavery on slave ships. Okay, and some of the other prophetic things that were going to take place. Okay, when I say that the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water is going to be taken away from the children of Israel, it's talking about the things that are taking place right now. You know, I don't want to toot my own fucking horn or nothing like that, but I'm an older man. I'm 60 fucking years old, basically. Okay, a few months. 60. When I was in my 20s, this was 40 years ago. Okay, I would sit at my mother's house. She lived on this street right here. Matter of fact, down about 4 or 5 blocks. And when it was Thanksgiving, 20 years ago, I wasn't in the truth. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't really a holiday celebrate or anything like that. But I was at my mom's house. It was Thanksgiving. She was in the kitchen cooking, and I was telling my brothers and sisters, like I said, not trying to toot my own horn, but 40 years ago, I was telling my brothers and sisters exactly what is taking place right now. Okay, okay. With I was talking about a cashless society and different things of that nature. And hey, y'all, what's up? I was talking about a cashless society. That's what I called it. Okay, I was talking about the chip. I was talking about concentration camps. Okay, I was talking about all of the things that are taking place right now. And my mother comes running out of the kitchen and says, "Stop talking about that shit. It's scary." Okay. And when COVID happened, ran into my right after the lockdown was up. I was allowed to go out because I was a truck driver. But after the lockdown, I went to the grocery store and ran into my sister and my cousin. And she was like, "Ty, you was right." I said, "Yeah, I'm right." I said, "And it's going to get fucking worse." I said, "It ain't over." I said, "It ain't over." I said, "It's going to get worse." But did they listen? They're still doing the same shit. They're still not serving the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. My sister go talking about church and Jesus. Still ain't calling on the name after I given it to her a dozen times. You know, you see, this is our people. They despise the poor man's wisdom. Okay, all right. So let me read that again. All right. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no power, Yahweh, our power, with me. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Okay? So the Most High says He does these things. All right? Yahweh, the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, says that I do all these things. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal. But when we're telling our people that the Most High is trying to show you mercy, He's trying to heal you. Okay, he's trying to give you the understanding of these poor wise, but through these poor wise men, I'm gonna give you understanding of who you are, how you're supposed to conduct yourself as an Israelite. Okay, how you're supposed your dietary laws. You see, this is what the Most High has been doing. I'm gonna put these men out here. They're gonna make their bodies living sacrifices to tell you who you are. And if you despise it, I'm going to put your ass to dust. I'm going to remove the hedge from about you, and I'm going to put your ass to dust. Okay? And that's what he's getting ready to do to a lot of the children of Israel. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? Isaiah 45:7. All right? I form the light and create darkness. What's up, brother? How you doing? All right. I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. Okay? So that's why he has right now, he has a nation of Edom in rulership, man. Okay? I'm gonna create this darkness, this evil ass condition for the earth, man. I'm gonna put these men out on his highways and hedges, okay, to show the children of Israel mercy. And if they despise that mercy, I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna unleash this evil on them. I'm gonna kill these people, man. Okay, Salakia. I'm gonna put a lot of these Israelites to death that despise my message, that despise my mercy. Okay, he's telling you I do these things, man. Okay, that's the message. Okay, from the prophets to cry loud and spare not, lift up your voice like a trumpet and tell my people their transgressions. And if they don't want to listen to that, if they don't want to listen to the message from the poor wise man, if they despise that poor wise man's wisdom, I'm gonna put their ass to death. Okay? I'm gonna kill you. And that's what the Most High's getting ready to fucking do, man. A lot of our people just want to walk by like that old ass Negro that just walked by. Yep. You see? Walked by, looked at me like I was crazy. You see? And that's what our people do, man. The blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians don't want to listen to nobody but their goddamn self, man. They don't understand what's going on this earth. They don't want to accept, they don't even want to accept mercy from the Most High. You see? When mercy, the hand is being extended to them, they don't want to grab it. They hanging off a cliff, and the Most High is trying to put a hand out to them, and they're smacking the hand away. All right? Zephaniah 3 and 5. Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring forth judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. What did I just get done saying? About the blacks, Latinos, Native American Indians don't want to listen to no goddamn body. But every morning they wake up, they hear about somebody getting killed. And they still don't want to listen to the Most High. They still don't want to, they don't understand that judgment is right around the corner, man. Wait for theirs. Okay? Judgment is waiting right around the corner for the blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and they still don't want to listen. They can see it. They see it every day on TV. Okay? They see it every day on TikTok. You see? People waiting at the Chinese restaurant to get their food. And a dude run up on them and shoot at and kills everybody. You see? Nah, bro. Good. Thank you. You see, the judgment is waiting right around the corner, and the children of Israel, okay, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians they don't want to get right. You see? So what is the Most High? What is Yahweh? Okay, what is He going to do? All right, in the very near future, He's going to bring mass death, okay, to these people, man, to the children of Israel. He's going to bring mass death to this world, man. Okay, that's what's coming. Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity, but every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. So when we come out here and try to teach our people, okay, blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, hey, get right. It's getting ready to get bad out here. It's getting ready to get bad. A lot of our people are starting to see it now, though. There are actually a lot of people waking up right now, and it's just one more incident, okay, one more major incident like that, like the mass deportation, okay. When Esau starts going into the black neighborhoods and some killing starts, we're gonna have a lot of people waking up, man. A lot of people are gonna come into this truth. A lot of people are going to give up the bullshit. Okay, they're going to humble themselves, man, because they're going to understand that what we have been telling them. Okay, all the people that have heard the poor wise man or the poor man's wisdom are going to start to wake their ass up, and they're going to start coming. They're going to start listening. And as long as we're allowed to be out here, at some point, man, I might have all these fucking. There's a bunch of stairs next to me. I'm gonna show you. At some point, all of them stairs, they're gonna be filled the fuck up. I'm gonna guarantee it. At some point in the very near future, if we're allowed to be out here teaching, and then that's when it's gonna be a problem. Okay, we're not gonna be. They're not gonna allow us to have that kind of audience, man. Okay, it's going to basically they're going to turn it into you can't have a protest. This is turning into like basically what do they call it? Um, I guess it will be like a unsanctioned or unlicensed. You got to get a permit and all that other bullshit to have a certain amount of people, and then they ain't going to give you a permit. Okay, all right. They're going to start telling us we can't even be out here because people are going to be crowded the hell up. People are going to be trying to pack themselves up, man, to get this information. You know, they're gonna shut that, but they're gonna probably shut this down before all that shit takes place. You know, as far as I can tell, because I went into the famine of the word. Okay, okay, the famine, not the famine of bread and water, but the famine of hearing the word. Okay, that's what I went into. Changing books, like it. Oh, right. Oh shit, that's right. Oops. I don't know why this motherfucker ain't coming up right. Keep putting the wrong book in. My fat ass fingers. All right. I'm gonna go with the book of Ecclesiasticus 39 and 30. You know what? I might start down. I'll start at 25. And I'll read 25 down to 31. All right. So Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 39 and 25. For the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for the sinners. What did I just get done talking about? You don't come in if you despise the poor man's wisdom. Okay, the Lord said, "I do all these things. I kill, I make alive, I wound, and I heal." Right. So for the good are good things created from the beginning. So evil things for the sinners. Okay, those that don't come into the new covenant, all right, are going to be considered sinners. Right. That's right. That's what's going to happen. The evil things. Okay, the principal things for the whole use of man's life are water, fire, iron, and salt, flour of wheat, honey, milk, and the blood of grapes, and oil, and clothing. All these things are for the good to the godly, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay? So these spirits that are created for evil, the Most High made these spirits. Okay? That's why you got people that can run into a damn grocery store and shoot up the whole fucking place. Because the Most High has put a spirit on that man to do it. So just like he's putting the spirit on Donald Trump and all these MAGA and the ICE, okay? You got ICE agents running up in apartment buildings and having little ass kids outside with diapers on with fucking zip ties on their arms. That's an evil motherfucker, man, to do something like that. That's an evil bastard, okay? All right? I told my wife if I ever disappear, I said don't let none of these motherfuckers take you alive. Okay? I mean that shit. Because there's some disgusting sick bastards, man. Okay? Yeah, you too, bro. You see? Yep. You see that? All right. See? For the good, okay? For the godly is good, man. Man just told me to have a fantastic day, man. All right? Instead of cussing me out, throwing bottles and shit at me. Okay? Because that's what's going to happen to the godly, man. If a man's ways please the Most High, then even his enemies shall be at peace with him. All right? So all these things are for the good to the godly, for good to the godly. So to the sinners, they are turned into evil. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Most High made what? Evil spirits, right? They got angels on the left hand and they got angels on the right hand. The left-handed angels are going to be, or you're going to have right-handed angels coming down here getting some work in. Okay, but these spirits that are created for vengeance, the Most High is going to unleash these spirits, man, and a lot of people are going to lose their lives. Okay, fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Okay, so everything. When you start seeing tornadoes and the whole one side of the street is totally fucking destroyed, and the other side of the street hasn't been touched. Okay, when you got floods, all right, one side of the street gets flooded, the other side of the street don't get touched. That's there. These things, the Most High creates these things to get at people, man. Okay, all right. Verse 30: teeth of wild beast and scorpions, serpents, the sword. Okay, which is sword is the modern day gun. Okay, punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay, you got a lot of animal attacks taking place, a lot of people being shot the hell down, people just running up in buildings, just killing people. These are spirits created for vengeance, man. Okay, just people just going and just killing. Okay, you got dogs attacking their owners. I think there was a guy just recently, his dogs fucking killed him. I think I was here in Pennsylvania too. Okay, all right. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. Okay? So when the Most High says, when I just got done reading it, he said, I kill and I make alive. And then he said, I create these spirits. I made spirits created, okay, for vengeance. I made them to do my will. And when need is, what I just read, when need is, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. You see? They're not going to, these spirits that are created for vengeance are not going to, they're not going to stop. When the Most High says, all right, it's the door, my people are sealed. Okay? The elect are sealed. Okay? They're good. The righteous, those people that have come into the new covenant, they're sealed in their foreheads, man, with the covenant. The winds of destruction are going to be let loose. And all of these spirits, there's going to be so much killing going on out here, you know? This thing is going to be off the fucking meat rack, man. It's going to be off the chain out here, okay? When need is, that's what the Lord is just, let me read that again. They shall rejoice in this commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. You see? When is the need? When is there going to be a need for spirits that are created for vengeance? When the elect of Israel, okay, when the servants, when the believers, okay, are sealed in their foreheads, that's when that need is going to be. And he's gonna let loose all of these spirits, man. Okay? Yeah, boy. Y'all think it's a lot of killing going on right now, man. Y'all don't have a fucking clue. Second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh. Okay? What have I been trying to tell the children of Israel through these video epistles? What have brothers like myself been trying to tell these people? That the Lord he's not playing around. Okay? He's not going to be playing around with the children of Israel here very shortly. He's getting ready to bring heavy judgment upon them, man. Okay? Because they despise the poor man's wisdom. That's what they've been doing, despising the poor man's wisdom. They'll just walk by, you know. They'll walk by and they'll have that dumb look on their face. You see? You know? Go ahead somewhere. Yellow jacket. All right? Second Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth. What have we been telling them was going to happen? We're not telling the economy is going to collapse. Okay? We've been telling them that they're going to have concentration. We've been telling them these things for years. Okay? Concentration camps, economic woes, dollar collapse, jobs shut down, homelessness. Okay? They're already putting people in concentration camps right now. Look at this Chinese lady getting ready to crash into somebody. Don't hit my motherfucking car. Bam! Look. Crazy bitch. Deep dish. Fucking Ammon. That's an Ammonite. Or Moab, one of them. You see? Yep. All right. So what have we been telling our people? Okay. All of the things that are taking place right now. And we're telling them that it's going to get worse. I said that earlier. I told my sister and my cousin after the lockdown during COVID, I said, oh, this ain't over. They just letting y'all out. They won't put y'all back to sleep. I told them it's going to get worse. Okay? But what do? My whole family, none of them, they ain't paying attention to what I'm telling them. They don't call me and ask questions. You know? They think I'm going to be the leader of the revolution. I'm not. I'm going to be some fucking. I'm not going to be. They might not be able to find me. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures tell us to be as pilgrims, man, when these things start taking place. And we have to be as pilgrims. We have to, you know what I mean?
So, yes.
We can't involve ourselves in the things that are getting ready to take place. Okay? At all. We cannot. All right? Don't get involved in the bullshit that's coming. Get the fuck on up away from it. I'm trying to tell you. Oops, wrong book. Back to the other one. Ooh, it's a little nippy out this motherfucker today, man. Ephesians 5 and 15. Um, yeah, I'll start at 15. I'll read down to I'll read 15 down to 17, actually. All right. All right. So Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. What did I just get done saying about not getting involved, not getting involved in the bullshit that's coming? That's using wisdom. Okay. Like there was what was it last week? The No Kings. They had a protest right down around the corner. There was supposed to be a bunch of people down there. You know, see, an unwise person would go, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go down there. That's I might get some hits. I might get some views. I don't want views. I want motherfucking people to wake up. Yeah, okay. All right. It's about waking up those that are supposed to be awakened. Okay. It's not about fucking views, man. All right. All right. So that's why we say that we are out here crying aloud, okay, and the winds, we're gonna teach to the wind, and the wind is gonna take this message where it's supposed to go. Okay? All right. We're not supposed to uh, uh, be like the Christian church, walking around the city with a camera on, trying to tell people, what the hey, come on, you guys gotta come and be an Israelite, you know. We're not doing that. We're gonna set up in one spot. People walk by, people get online, and they come across our videos. That's what we're supposed to do. The highways and hedges are important because people have to see. They have to see their teachers. Okay. If they don't see their teachers, then what is the shock value going to be? Okay. They come by and they see me out here with signs. They're like, "Oh shit, what is he doing? Oh shit, he's crazy. Oh shit. Oh, that's one of them Israelites? Okay." You see? They're going to see you and then they're going to say, "Hey, wait a minute. What's going on? Them brothers been down there for years. That brother got them signs out. He got the camera on. He's teaching. You know? Everybody, there's a lot of people that know that I'm out here, man. A lot of people, when they see us, they know us. They recognize us. I got white people that come by, that say hi, because they know I've been out here. Like the one Edomite, I don't know if he's an Edomite. It's just, yeah, he has the appearance of an Edomite. I'm gonna put it like that, okay? But he actually, when the restaurant owner up here kept on calling the police on me and the other brother that was out here with me teaching. When they came, they was like, "Yo, what's going?" He was a little pissed off at that dude, man. Like, yo, these guys been out here for years teaching, and you haven't gotten in any fights. You know what I'm saying? You ain't bothering nobody. All you're doing is teaching them. He was a little upset with this dude, you know, because they see us out here, and this is, and that's why it's important. Okay, all right. So see then that you walk circumspectly, not as a fool, but as a wise person, a poor man's wisdom. Okay, we're out here because we have to, and women, I'm not going, I'm not breaking it down, right? But I want to go into, we got to walk circumspectly, man. That's why we can't be out here acting all wild and unruly. If somebody come up and start being disrespectful, yeah, we're going to tell them about themselves. You goddamn right. We're men, okay? redeeming the time because the days are evil. All right. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord, our power is. You see, we got to understand what the will of the Most High is. The will of the Most High is that we come out here, okay, that we come out here and we teach, okay, the children of Israel, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, that they need to come back to the new covenant, okay, that was given to them, all right, by the Most High. Okay, Yahweh Shai said it himself. This is not my will. This is my Father's that sent me. This is not my doctrine. This is not my words, man. These are the words of the Most High, my Father, that sent me down here with it. I'm trying to give it to you. Okay. That's why he has that spirit. He had to put that spirit on men, okay, to come out here and teach this. Okay, because this is his will. How's it going? Yeah, I see. I know.
Jesus saves.
What's that?
Is that what you're talking about? Jesus?
I'm talking. You know, I call him Yahweh Shai.
Okay.
You come by here. You came by here a couple times.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's Jesus.
Yeah.
So it's the same person.
But it's not, because I got can I show you the name of the Lord in the 1611 King James?
I think you did already. That's okay.
No, I got a 1611 King James today.
That's okay. No, you don't.
I do. I'm telling you.
If you had a 1611,
I got it right here. I got one right here.
It would be written in Old English,
and it is. There's no J's in here. Look at this. It's a 1611 King James Edition Bible. I knew somebody was going to come by here. Let me show you the name of the Most High. It's right in here. Okay? There, you see this right here? That's the Assyrian text, right?
Okay.
That's Assyrian. That is Yahweh.
Listen, I got a 1611 Bible on my computer.
Uh-huh.
What I meant to say is,
yeah,
the Old English that the 16, nobody can understand it.
Yeah,
now.
It's hard to read.
It's hard to read.
There's no J's in here.
And then around 1870 or so, they changed the Old English to the English, same word,
right? Yeah.
But they used the New English,
right?
Same word.
So you know there's no J's in there, right?
I guess so, but
so then where you get Jesus?
Okay,
huh?
Because it's in the Bible.
It's in the New Bible. That's not the name. The name. This is the Assyrian text. That is the Lashawan Kadash right here. It will be the same thing. If you look at the Assyrian and then look at this, and I have that right here.
I have a question for you.
You see, no, wait a minute. You see these? This is the Assyrian text, right? When you go to the Lashawan Kadash, this is the name. Yahweh. It does matter.
Are you going to heaven? Are you going to heaven?
I'm going to be a ruler in heaven.
Okay, you're going to heaven.
I'm going to be a ruler in heaven.
So am I.
Okay.
You're going to heaven by the name you believe is Jesus.
Okay. How many gates are there? How many gates?
It don't matter.
How many gates are there in the kingdom? There's 12, right?
How many commandments are there?
Not many.
That's all it counts.
It's 632.
Yeah, but how many?
That's laws. All statutes and commandments. Yeah. 632.
That's the Pharisees. That's the brain dead Pharisees.
The Pharisees and the Sadducees didn't believe the new covenant, did they?
Okay. Those 600 and some, God gave Moses 10 commandments.
Okay.
10. He didn't give him 632.
But there's 632 laws, statutes, and
yeah, but
commandments.
they came from religion. They didn't came from God. They didn't come from God.
What is your duty as somebody that believes in the Most High? To follow those laws, statutes, and
not
commandments,
the 632.
Right? Okay.
Not the those,
so what is your dietary laws?
Not to.
Do you follow dietary laws?
Of course not.
Of course not. See, go ahead, bro. Go down the street and give away your sign, your little pamphlets. Confounded.
And I think the Sabbath day, the Sabbath day is on Sunday.
That's not the Sabbath.
Yeah, I know.
Okay? You got a new moon. Okay? You got a new moon, and every 7 days is a Sabbath. Not on a Sunday. Bye-bye.
Hey, I still love
the name of the Most High is Yahweh. Okay? I proved that to you with the 1611. Huh? I got you.
I still love you.
All right, bro.
Do you love me?
All right, Esau.
Do you love me?
I don't think so. Nah, bro. Because I don't know you. You know what I mean?
I'm a follower of Yeshua, Jesus.
Okay.
I have trusted him to forgive my sins. I'm going to heaven. There's a God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Spirit. I am.
So everybody that believes is going to heaven.
If you're a Christian, I am your brother.
If
you're not a Christian,
you are my brother. You know you are my brother? Because Jacob and Esau were brothers, right? And you're the seed of Esau. Right? And I'm the seed of Jacob. So if you're the seed of Esau, then you're the vessel fitted for destruction.
You want to know something?
Right? Your seed line goes back to Esau, Edom, right? You are my brother, but you go back to Esau.
Oh, you said I wasn't your brother.
Well, you are. Jacob and Esau were brothers, right? They were, right?
Yeah.
But Esau had the nation of Edom, and Jacob had the 12 tribes of Israel.
God loved Jacob. God hated Esau.
Hell yeah, he hates Esau.
Reason.
He still hates Esau.
He didn't hate the man Esau. He hated the descendants of Esau.
Romans 9 and 11 tells you that as it is written, okay, because it's written in the book of Malachi,
I love you.
that he hates Esau.
Hey, I love you.
Okay.
I love you.
All right, E. Easy E. Go ahead, boy. With your bad self.
An Edomite can get saved.
An Edomite ain't going to get saved.
An Edomite can get saved.
Where does it say that in the Bible?
They trust Jesus.
They know that's a lie, man. You inherited lies from your leaders. All right? You inherited lies, man. Okay, okie dokie. White girl don't even want the pamphlet. She like, get your ass on up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So like it, y'all. I love that shit. I like it. I just confounded the fuck out of him. He calling on Jesus, and I showed him in the 1611 King James Bible the name, okay, in the Assyrian text, and then showed him the little paper with the Assyrian text and the Lashon Kadash, okay. Yeah. Esau. All right, so like it, y'all. We start this. Read this again. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Most High is. And like I just got done saying, okay, when a man has a question, okay, we have to prove all things. That's why, for some odd reason, something told me to bring my 1611 King James Bible today. Okay? I needed to bring that 1611 King James Bible, and I was like, I got to bring it today, because there's somebody's going to come up and say some retarded shit, and I'm going to have to prove that they are wrong. And I just did. Okay? I just did. It's beautiful. That's the spirit, man. Galatians 6 and 7. Be not deceived, Yahweh is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. And what I just get done telling the man, that he inherited lies. Okay? So his forefathers sowed a seed, right? They sowed a seed of deceit, not only to the children of Israel, but to their own people. Okay? All of these people say that they are the children of the Most High because they believe, okay? But the scriptures don't support that. The scriptures don't support that he's going to make it to heaven. He said that Edomites can be saved. Not even all of Israel is going to get saved, okay? Only the elect of Israel are going to be saved out of the things that are coming, okay? And heaven is a condition, all right, that's played out here on the earth. So when you're talking about the kingdom of heaven, when I said to him, how many gates are there? When the kingdom is established, how many gates are there? When you read the book of Revelation, and it tells you that there was a wall, okay? And on that wall, there were 12 gates on the wall. The whole way around the wall were 12 gates. And on the name written, the names of the 12 tribes of Israel: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Simeon, okay? Manasseh, Gad, Issachar. Okay, the 12 tribes of Israel, those names are written on the kingdom of heaven, on the walls. Okay? Those, and it's only the elect of Israel. Okay? It's not all of Israel. When you go into Zechariah, okay, 13 and 8 and 9, okay, two parts are going to be left. The two parts of Israel are going to have to die on this side when all hell breaks loose and be reborn in the kingdom. Okay? And when the kingdom is established, it's going to be established by who? It's going to be established by Yahushua, the 12, the 144,000, and that number of believers, the 1/3, the number of those that believe the poor man's wisdom. Okay? Not despise the poor man's wisdom, but believe the poor man's wisdom. Those are the only ones that are going to be going into the kingdom standing on 2 feet. Okay? Taken out of here when before the nuclear missiles hit. All right? All right? So be not deceived. Okay? Don't be deceived by, see, he come by here, oh, I love you, brother. You know? But he don't understand that. He don't understand what he's saying. See, he's only saying those things because he's trying to what? Deceive you. Okay? But they don't really love you. You see? The nation of Edom, and I went into this with this old head that's coming down the street right now. Okay? The guy, I was talking to him earlier about the book of Genesis, okay? You go on to Genesis, the 3rd chapter, verse 14 and 15. The serpent's seed shall have enmity with the woman's seed, okay? So that enmity, that word means hatred, okay? So that serpent seed, okay, goes into a seed line. That goes into a person, all right? And when that seed line was wiped out during the flood, it came back on the earth as Esau. And Esau, Edom had children and great-grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. So we know that Amalek, okay, was one of the seed line, which those are the people, little hat, big nose people over in the land of Israel right now. Okay, Agag, so it came from them same people. All right, Philip of Macedonia came from those same people. Alexander the Great came from that same line. Okay, because Amalek has always had control. That's why they've been a thorn in our goddamn side. Okay, because Saul didn't do his fucking job. You see? Saul didn't kill the king, okay? And what happened? Amalek, all right, the little hat, big nose people over there in the land of Israel, what are they doing? They're still trying to destroy the children of Israel, okay? They're still trying to hide because they're a fugitive and a vagabond, all right? Salakia, all right? All right? Be not deceived. God is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. Okay? So these people have been, what have they been sowing? Death. Okay? All they've been doing is, what does the scripture say? The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Okay? What have they been doing? Stealing, going in everybody's country and stealing resources. Right? That's what they're sowing right now. Theft and murder. Okay? All right? So they're pursuing blood. So what is going to happen to those that pursue blood? The blood's going to pursue their ass, right? That's what's getting ready to take place. You want to go around the whole planet and steal resources and murder people, okay? Blow up little kids and shit and think it's okay. And that's not going to, and you're not going to have to pay for that? What does the scripture just say? Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. So the Most High is going to let these people think that they're going to take control of the whole planet, okay? And what's going to happen to their ass? Okay? You're going to take over the whole planet, right? But a man diggeth a pit, he's going to fall in it on his own. Huh? If you dig a pit, you're going to fall into it yourself. And that's what Esau's doing right now. He's digging a pit, a trap for who? The children of Israel. Okay? I'm going to take away the food. I'm going to take away the food, the water, and all of these things. Okay? And then you're going to fall into that trap that I'm saying. What's up, brother? How you doing? You see? And that's what's taking place. He's digging a pit, and he's going to fall into it himself. What a man soweth, he shall also reap. You see? That's what's taking place. All right? All right? You see, man. Getting ready to run out of space here on my phone, most likely. Yeah. All right. See if I can grab a finishing scripture here, y'all. Yeah. Revelations 8, Revelations 18. I'll start at 5, and I'm gonna read down to 9 because that's gonna be it. Yeah, that'll finish it up here. Okay. Oh man, I think my battery's gonna right die. Let me try to get this out, y'all. Salakia, y'all. I think my battery's gonna go, so if it cuts out, I'm Salakia. All praises due to Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, so Revelations 18 and 5. I'm gonna read down to 8, maybe 9. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh, our power, hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. And the cup which she hath filled to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit as a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, those nuclear missiles that are coming. For strong is Yahweh our power, who judges her, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they see the smoke of her burning. Okay? So that's talking about the nation of Edom, the America, okay? Those that are in rulership in America, the nation of Edom, all right, that have, and all of these nations that have lived deliciously with her are going to be destroyed, okay? They're going to wail when they see this place burning. They're going to cry, okay, when they see America being destroyed by thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay? Because this place, these people over here are consumers, all right? And they're going to have no one to buy their goods. You see? So this is what's coming to America, man. All right? Isaiah 61. Who is this that's coming from Edom? Okay? Talking about Yahweh Shai. The Most High is getting ready to send his son. Okay? But before that, there's going to be a fire that is going to be burning here. Okay? When the economy collapses. And all